Alright my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of our F1 Manager Career Mode with Aston Martin. We're going to crack on with another brand new race today. Last one is linked above, feel free to go check it out my friends. I decided to push forward straight after last episode because we didn't really have anything that needed looking at. There was like a 4-day gap, there was nothing happening. So we're just going to jump straight in and do our race targets and whatnot. So we're going to do both of those. Finishing position at least. Fourth one driver. Now, I am going to do this, but I'm just going to do it for one car, I think. And I'm going to just up it to 4 races. Because we've had a bit of trouble recently where that's just not been coming off. So yeah, it got reset again. Because of what happened last race with Ocon. So yeah, we're just going to crack on like that. But anyway, let's get into the Hungarian Grand Prix.
The Hungaroring is abuzz with excitement as Formula One returns to Hungary for another round. We first came here in 1986 after construction on this purpose-built motorsport facility was completed. The Hungaroring is one challenging succession of corners and turns. With few straights, it's affectionately known as the go-kart circuit. Drivers will have to find a proper rhythm to make the most of the layout, and for cars, low-speed downforce will be paramount. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder, what else is in store for the teams? Well, there's only one way to find out. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
So, weren't expecting that when that came back. Wet practice, and potentially qualifying dry race weekend. Car parts, they're looking all right for the race. Don't know how we're going to get by in practice and whatnot, but yeah, let's just get to it. Right, gang, practice is over, and we have got some very nice setups on both cars, 94 and 96%. We are going to get some rain at some point during qualifying, so I think we need to make the most of the early part of the session. Right, I just want to quickly check. So no rain in Q1, so yeah, that's pretty good to know. I'm going to get Ocon out. Just going to hold back for a little bit, just with signs. I'm going to now send him, now that Ocon's almost halfway around. Try and get these laps in. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to exploit the weather at all during this qualifying session. I don't really know when the rain is coming. We definitely didn't have it in practice, so we haven't got to worry there. Ocon is on his flying lap, and Ocon... Is it Ocon that's on his flyer? Yeah, Ocon's on his flying lap. Right, okay. Round in the last couple of corners. What is Ocon going to punch in here? It's going to be a 1:14.4. Now, Sainz has got quite a bit to go on his lap, but he's already purple in Sector 1, green in Sector 2. What's he going to be in Sector 3? Is he going to stick this in provisional pole? Yes, he is, and Leclerc splits the cars. Right, I'm not going to send. We are currently P1 and P5, and I think I'm just going to hold on and hold off, to be honest with you. It was very good. Even Ocon seemed to find some pace from somewhere in that part of the session, which was really, really surprising.
The checkered flag is now out.
But yeah, we'll just see what other people do. They're probably going to improve, and yeah, I was going to say we're probably going to drop down, but easily through into Q2, as you can see. Right, so Q2, let's just take a quick look. We are going to get rain. I'm going to get both guys out straight away, see if we can get them round, get a lap set, and yeah, that would be good for us. 5 minutes, and the rain's incoming.
Rain's still coming.
So yeah, let's just see if we can get these guys round and get a lap set in those 5 minutes. It's a small window, but it is a window. We're on the old tyres as well. Albon's gonna do it. Albon's gonna take the chance. So is Gasly. So we are gonna have a bit of traffic out on track. I'm surprised not everybody's gone out. It's going to get wet. and not just a little bit wet either. So here we go. Sainz is going for it. And he rounds the last corner. It's still dry out there. And he is going to punch in a 1:14.2. And Ocon is going to punch in a lap very, very similar to that. And just like that, the rain begins. And yeah, people are going to struggle to go quicker than us now. The rain is probably going to... Yeah, it is going to be here for the rest of the session. So I'm just going to speed on through and get it done and over with. There's no point in setting the car up because that's that. This is wet weather running and it isn't going to dry out. And the intermediate is not faster than the soft. I've used one set of tyres over 2 qualifying stints. We are going into Q3 in a really, really good position. I'm surprised the cars are going out, to be honest with you. There really is no need. It's really wet as well. It's virtually like proper wet running. So, yeah, there you have it. That's why you get out early and you have to exploit the qualifying sessions the best you can. Right, it's dry. So,
all good.
That's all the rain we're getting. So this is going to be about pure pace now. This part of qualifying. So yeah, we've sent Ocon out. And I'm now going to send Sainz out. This is about pure pace and seeing what happens. So who has actually made it through? Let's take a look, shall we? So both of the Alpha Tauris have. One of the Alfa Romeos has. Yeah, it's a real mixed bag, isn't it? Of cars that have made it through. There's no Leclerc. There's no Perez. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane, to be honest with you, the cars that have made it through here. So yeah, let's just see what we can manage, shall we? So Ocon is going to be first across the line in a 1:14.4. We now need to find out what Sainz is going to do. He's gone purple through sectors 1 and 2, so you would expect him to be sticking this on pole. And he has done a 1:14.2. That's a pretty quick lap. Very, very good stuff from both the guys in the Aston Martins. Right, so we're probably going to set another lap. Everyone's set a lap. Norris sitting P2. Where on earth Norris found that pace from, I will never know. We're going out on used tyres for the next run. I would imagine everybody is. We need Ocon to improve. Yeah, that's probably the big thing, to be honest with you. Sainz is currently pole. So let's see if Sainz can continue this good form in this last part of qualifying and keep it on pole. Norris is trying. It's an incredible lap by Norris, to be fair. But I did say that McLaren has found some serious pace from somewhere. I think we're going to be on pole because Verstappen couldn't go better. So yeah, it's looking very much like pole position. Is Ocon going to improve? No, he is not. Carlos Sainz is on pole position for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Well, that was a lot of fun. I love it when there's a bit of rain in qualifying. It makes it a bit more interesting. Right, let's have a look, shall we, at what we are going to do. We're on pole position with Carlos Sainz, which is absolutely amazing. Now, we can... stop it. Oof. That would be tough. I think medium hard is going to be the strat to go on. It's very similar to what we did last time. So I think I'm just going to go on that medium hard strategy. And I will think about using the soft tyre maybe later in the race. I'm going to come in a lap before with Carlos Sainz. As I always do. He's starting P4 because of a grid penalty. So we are just going to throw this off the line for both cars. When we hit turn 1, we drop the tyres back to normal and go from there.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Taking a look here at Carlos Sainz. He won today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. There's the second Aston Martin. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. Everything's been building to this. This is it. The Hungarian Grand Prix.
Right, let's go. Let's see what happens, shall we?
Lights out, and away we go.
See if we can stay in the lead. That would be the great thing first and foremost. And I think we are going to. And as a result, I'm actually going to slide those tyres straight back where they need to be. So yeah, it looks like we've kept positions, which is really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's just stick all that back in. We're getting a weird replay. Oh, VSC? VSC? What the hell happened? What happened? I need
that just crashed.
a big crash right at the beginning. Ricciardo dives in and he spins and then he's just held everyone up by the looks of things. Yeah, that's a nightmare. Why did that pause? That's very strange. So there you go. That's a bit of a nightmare early on, isn't it? But we're going to conserve the tyres as we are in the VSC. And Lando Norris is second. Wow. Let's just take a look at the tyres, shall we? Oh my god, we've got soft tyre runs. I was not expecting that. Well, there you go. That's a big shock. Leclerc, Perez, look at that. Jesus Christ, they really got stitched up by the qualifying, didn't they? In a big way. Right, let's just go back to normal running then. And, we'll just deploy a bit of energy, I think, off the restart.
Push now. Yeah, all good.
Here we go, just up this straight, I think. And then once we get the bottom of it, we will go back to neutral. There we go. Lovely job. We're going to be able to burn that fuel a bit for quite a while. Norris on the soft tyre is a worry. He is going to have serious pace. He's going to be able to attack us in the early stages of this Grand Prix, especially once the DRS opens. Ocon's just overtaken Verstappen. Amazing work. Absolutely amazing work from Ocon. This is what I'm saying about him. His one lap pace is shocking.
DRS is enabled.
But his race pace is incredible. It really is. Oh yeah, can we pull out a bit of a gap, a bit of space? That's what we need in the early stages of this one. Right, well, early stages, and Sainz is starting to pull away a little bit. Ocon managed to get past Norris. I kind of missed it myself, but we were just mooching along, and I wasn't taking much notice. And it looks like Ocon, if I might just give Ocon a little bit of help here, same way I have been with Sainz, and see if we can get that second gap, and that would be beautiful, really, to be honest with you. And I think we've managed to do it. So yeah, we've got a second gap for both over, people behind. Ocon and Sainz just travel along. I'm going to burn this off till there's about minus 0.67 of a kilo, and we'll be able to ease off a bit anyway. Hopefully we can just get enough of a lead
Someone's run wide.
over this lot. Gasly's running wide. Jesus Christ, he's in P6. Norris is going backwards, which I have got to say is a real surprise because he's on the soft tyre, and that should be so much faster than the mediums. He really did qualify, unbelievably. But yeah, we are extending our lead with every lap at the moment. It's only a second, but get it a bit more than that and we'll be really, really, really happy and looking at some amazing points this race weekend. Right, we've got pit stops happening already. I mean, they must be soft tyre runners. I think Ocon might have made a mistake there. Jesus Christ, like the gap that Leclerc managed to build over Ocon is ridiculous, and they are catching me up at quite a rate. It does have to be said, and Ocon's getting dropped. Why is Ocon going backwards so quickly? That's crazy. That Red Bull seems lightning quick. I think Leclerc... No, he's on a medium. That Red Bull seems so fast. So fast. Ocon was running P2 a couple of laps ago. Now look at him. That's incredible. It really is incredible. I eased off. Obviously, I was running the engines quite high. But I eased off. I didn't really see the need to be running at such a high level. I'm going to deploy the energy here. And I'm going to deploy the energy for him as well. I think this is a DRS zone of that. And, yep, we've got pit stops going on. All the soft tyre runners all coming in. But, yeah, I'm a bit worried about this pace that Leclerc's got. I really am a bit worried about this pace. It seems lightning quick compared to us. And I don't know where it's come from, to be honest with you.
Like
the tyres are all about the same.
Race
They clearly are just much quicker than us at this moment in time. We're going to get the DRS here, though, which is really, really good. Ocon, where are you? Yeah, you're kind of not close enough, are you? Which is unfortunate. Around this bit here, and then I'm going to bank this in overtake. See if we can get it done. Can we get it done? No, not brave enough. Ocon, that's my issue with Ocon. I feel like Sainz in that situation would just stick that up next to him and go for it, you know. But yeah, he just doesn't really have the pure race pace, is probably what I would call it. But yeah, and the thing is with Sainz, I can leave Sainz to it, and he usually gets it done. Whereas Ocon, I have to literally help him out with every lap. Unfortunately. But yeah, like you can see, Sainz is very much keeping Leclerc honest. But I think it's too early to really start fighting this. You know, but it's all going to come down to the pit stops again, by the looks of things. Pit window is going to be really important. It looks like there's only one DRS zone on this racetrack, which is the pit straight. And yeah, he's really in front of us there, wasn't he? We couldn't make the most of that at all. Oh, there's a bit of DRS there as well. That's interesting. Okay, that's good to know. And Ocon trying to get it done. Can he get it done? No, he can't.
They've moved up a place.
Pure racing between those two. But yes, the two best cars on the grid at the moment are the ones that are fighting in the top end of the race course. Sainz and Leclerc are leaving Verstappen and Ocon for dead, though. They really are. They are flying. They've got so much more pace than the cars behind them. Yeah, Ocon just cannot get this done against Verstappen at the moment. But again, I am not going to stress too much. It's early stages in this one. Still got quite a few laps before we are due to pit. Right, the pit window has just opened for Ocon, so I'm actually going to push the fuel from this lap. I think that's the wisest thing to do. And then maybe from next lap I might push the tyres. And then once we go round, I'll probably push the fuel for Sainz. The Sainz and Leclerc are in a dogfight. Ocon and Verstappen are in a dogfight. And it's all for podium places as well. It's just who's going to get what podium place. But it's going to be a handy amount of points for Red Bull and Aston Martin if it was to finish like this. So, you know, it is really interesting at the moment. Sainz, I'm just going to up your engine power now that you've just entered your pit window. And yeah, we're gonna yeah, I think I might go round this lap and then I'll push on the tyres from next lap, I think. Or Ocon. But yeah, we're kind of keeping an eye on these cars around us, because the minute that they go in, we're going to push and we're going to use the ERS system to try and build up a really healthy lead, basically. What we're going to do. So we go around here, we're going to push on that. We're actually going to deploy some energy down this lap. There we go. Right, we are going for it. So once we go around one more, we're going to push on that tyre. But Yeah, there's only a couple of laps really for Ocon to do the work that he needs to do now. But yeah, even with the pushing, look, he isn't getting away. He is not getting away. Alright, so we're going to go a bit more aggressive on those tyres. And we are going to deploy that energy. And we're going to open that. We're going to go onto that hard tyre. There we go.
Box. Yeah, happy to work.
There we go. Nice. And you're going to be boxing next lap signs.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Here we go. Where else can we use the DRS? Probably this back straight, maybe. Right, from here, I'm going to just use the energy. And then drop that back. And drop that into standard, as we are going to be pitting very soon. Right, open onto that. I'm just going to leave that as it is, I think. Verstappen's in. Can we get in and out before Verstappen? That's the big question, because we just don't manage to do it often enough. And no. Why are our pits so slow? Why are they so slow? It's a joke. It really is a joke. Every time they get the better of us. Every time. And he's got a second gap as well. Alright, drop that. Come on, you've got to have a better pit stop, because Leclerc's in at the same time as well. We need a weldy of a pit stop here. Come on. Come on. Get it done, get it done, get it done. And no. Oh, we're so shit in that area. We've got to improve. We've got to improve there. It's costing us now. It's really starting to cost us. Right. I'm going to get this close enough. And then I'm going to ease off on the engine power. Right. I don't really have much choice at the minute. It's cost us big time, that has. Right, just leave all this power on. Get really close, and then we'll ease off the DRS. We nearly get it past. Gonna get DRS again. There we go. Now we will ease off that and ease off that. Get to signs. We've got to get him to within a second before I can ease off on the fuel.
Looks like Aston Martin.
Hopefully we will do that soon. Right, I'm going to deploy some energy here. Down this back straight. See if that will pull us into him. And then I'm going to go for it again here. See if that will pull us into him. We need just a little bit of help at the minute. It is working. It is working. Once we're close enough, I can ease off on the engine power. And that I will do now. Right. Okay. We're sort of back where we were. We're sort of back where we were. But they jumped both of us.
Red Bull moved up.
In the sodding pit window. Again. We're just so slow in that area. We really, really are. And I've been doing some work with the pit stops. I've been changing the crews and whatever. But yeah, it has not done much for us at all, to be honest with you. All the DRS. Come on. Gonna get it again. Gonna get it again. Just get him. Just get close. That's nice. And then we've got a long way to go in this race, so this is all about playing the long game now. Quite a lot of laps have gone by, and quite simply, Leclerc's car is faster than ours. We are much faster than Verstappen and Ocon. But yeah, Leclerc just seems to have some pace advantage in this second part of the race, to be honest with you. We get the DRS zones, but we just can't make the most of them. We've gotten a bit of fuel left over. I was waiting for that to kind of come back to us before I really pushed on that again. But to be honest with you, I think I'm going to probably, if it's still like this with not many to go, work with Ocon a bit more, because Ocon is the one that if we could get him on the podium with Sainz, that would be absolutely amazing. So I think we're maybe going to work with Ocon a little. I think, you know, especially going into the last few laps. But yeah, as you can see, it's been a tough day at the office, this one. It really has. That Red Bull is, you know, it is the best car on grid other than ours. It really is, and it's there for all to see. Bottas into the pits, so
looks like Aston Martin
clearly on a two-stop strategy. Probably one of those that was running the soft tyre. I think all four of us that I'm talking about all ran that strategy where we are only one stopping. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I am pushing the fuel a little at the moment, just to try and burn off a little excess. But you can see the pace. You can really see the pace. Look at that! Wow. Incredible, really is incredible just how quick that Red Bull is, especially with the DRS.
Red Bull gained a place.
Yeah, it's a very good race car, to be honest with you, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to get both these cars on the podium, and especially win the race as well. It's going to be a real task. But we've really pulled away from Ocon and Verstappen. It's between Sainz and Leclerc who's going to win this one now. So yeah, we're going to strap ourselves in and find out as this race goes on. Right, we've got 10 to go. This has been one of those races where it has just kind of gone really smoothly for both drivers. We've got a bit of fuel that we can burn off, and I'm going to do that now. Turn the engines up. I think I'm going to see what the tyres are like with a few to go, and then I might push. Yeah, I might have to really go for it, you know. We're just not pulling out any gap to the car that we're fighting with for both drivers. You know, whenever we get a chance to. I think that's kind of proving a little bit of an issue. So yeah, it's really tough, really tough at the moment. Sainz is really having a problem getting in the lead. As I say that, he gets into the lead. But yeah, he is having a bit of a problem. And yeah, we just can't drop Verstappen.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
So
they've moved up a place.
Yeah. This is the first time in a long time I've had quite a lot of fuel, like towards the end of the race. I know last race we did, but that was a red flag situation. This is like, you know, one of those situations where it's happened, and yeah, we just seem to have an abundance of fuel that we are able to kind of burn off at the tail end of this one. And yeah, I'm actually working with Ocon, even though I'm not watching him. I'm keeping an eye on Sainz, and I'm just using the mini map basically to kind of help Ocon along in the race at the moment, and letting Sainz just kind of go about his business. Whilst I help Ocon by watching the mini map, you know, the gap to these two is quite nice, so I don't have to worry too much. He's kind of keeping up. He's doing his job, and that's all we can ask of him at the moment. You know, there's been a lot of stuff like little spins and little going wide, and we've absolutely hammered the rest of the opposition. As you can see, like, we're so far ahead of everyone else that we just haven't had to worry. I'm going to ease off on that, and I'm going to let that build again, and hopefully the last few laps I can really go for it. There seems to be a bit of a gap here all of a sudden to Leclerc. I don't know what's happened here. I'm going to have to deploy the energy, even though I don't have a lot of it, to just try and catch up, because he's starting to pull away for some reason. That's very strange. Where has this pace come from? Turn that fuel on again, because we don't have a lot of energy. Just kind of close that up. DRS. Why do we sometimes get DRS there and other times we don't? It's really weird. Right, I think Leclerc's going to win the race. All of a sudden, he just seems to have found something. Yeah, he seems to have found a little extra pace here, and it's yeah, it's really, really worrying, to be honest with you. It's just pace we can't match. So I think Leclerc's probably going to win this race, to be honest, gang. I can't see us catching him now. He's pulling away. All of a sudden, there's not much I can do about it. Just push that for a bit. We still have Verstappen on top of us. But, yeah. Don't know what to do here. Really, really don't know what to do here. He's getting away. Oh, I don't want to turn the tyres up yet. Really don't want to have to turn the tyres up yet. But I think Leclerc's going to win this one. He just seems to have a bit... Oh, look at the life in his tyres. Wow. He's got so much more life in those tyres compared to me. Well, there you go. That's obviously what it is. I don't know how he's managed to do that, but... Yeah, I think Leclerc's going to win this. He's pulling away, unfortunately. He is pulling away. And there's not much we can do about it. Really, I need to lean on the tyres and the fuel and all sorts, but they're just not enough laps. So I think I'm actually going to jump in with Ocon and try and help him out, I think. Try and keep him in front. So let's just push on this fuel. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're not going to win the race, but it's one of those things. He just had better tyres and better race pace at the end of this one when he needed it. So, yeah, it's one of them. Not going to worry too much. I think when we go through for the next one, we might have to push on the tyres a bit. And we will push on the fuel as well. We'll push on both, I think. 2 laps to go. 2 seconds. Wow, it's an enormous amount of pace. It just shows you that when your tyres are absolutely buggered, it really does cost you, doesn't it? It really does cost you. I'm going to save signs.
Car in the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Car in the wall. No safety car though, so... I don't have to worry too much. Norris has crashed. Wow, all that qualifying, that unbelievable qualifying session he had. And he's done this. Oh, what a weird place to crash.
Nasty crash there.
Wow, really weird place to crash. Yeah, he's gone, isn't he? He is gone. Lean off that. And then deploy it. Deploy that battery. Could have done with that traffic helping out there. It didn't help out. Going to deploy that battery again. And I'm not going to push the tyres with signs. Sorry, with Ocon. We're going to leave that. We're just going to manage it all ourselves, I think. We'll push that.
Okay.
Push that next lap. I think. Sainz has caught Leclerc up. I've just noticed. Typical. I have 2 cars that could do this.
Last lap, you can push the tyres.
Oh no. Back marker. Move out of the way. Oh, that's going to do us a favour. It's going to do us a favour. Come on. Get it done. Lean on them. Lean on them. Okay, I think Ocon's got enough of a lead here that I can concentrate on signs.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is an incredible turn of events. An incredible turn of events. Right, use the energy. Come on. Got a bit of fuel we can use. Let's do that as well. Just use all the energy now. Just use all the energy now. Use all the fuel. Use it all. Come on. Come on.
Need a charge here.
Yes! Get in there. Oh my god, we won it on the last lap again.
So that is checkered flag.
And a bit of traffic basically helped Ocon to secure third as well here by the looks of
Brilliant
things.
drive.
It nearly cost us because it backed us right up into Verstappen. Yes! Come on! It's not a 1-2, but I will take a 1-3 all day long.
Right there.
What an incredible outcome for Aston Martin's driver. This podium is a true recognition of everyone who's been working so hard for this result. And you don't just find yourself on the podium for no reason at all. The Aston Martin driver really earned that place. But there we see the three drivers with the biggest haul of points. And of course, the silverware to boot.
Well, I'd tell you what, I didn't think we were going to win that. Leclerc seemed to have unreal pace all the way through, to be honest with you. 7 places he made up. Esteban Ocon getting it done. Just Mr. Consistent in the race, but for whatever reason can't qualify well. Carlos Sainz, though, wowzers. As you can see, Carlos Sainz now on 92 points. Yeah, he's got quite a healthy gap over Max Verstappen. Now, Esteban Ocon sitting pretty in second. And then as far as the constructors is concerned, we pull out even more of a lead as we pick up 16 points in this race weekend. It's looking like Red Bull are starting to get a little bit on Ferrari as well. And we finish this episode with a little mid-season board review. Target position second, we're currently sitting in first, so that's amazing. Our long-term objectives is to win the Constructors. We're first, so we're well on course to do that 3 seasons ahead. And as you can see, you get a little bonus, high, team rating's decent, everything's looking rosy. And we bring this to an end, my friends. So for next race... Oh, so we're at the mid-season break, so we've got a 25-day break now. So by the next race, we'll have all our new parts on. We should have our next bunch of ATR as well, I'm hoping, by the time that race rolls around. No, just after, it'll be the next race after. Okay, so we'll have at least 3 new parts on the car, though, for next episode, which is absolutely amazing. I'm buzzing about that. Our car's going to be even better. It's been so consistent for the first half of the season. Let's hope it's just as consistent for the second. We're just quickly going to do this because we do have a point for Ocon. So I'm going to stick it on one of these, I guess. Or do I just keep doing these? No, let's do that. Okay, it's 89 rated now as a result of putting that on there. So that's pretty good. And we've actually got a point for this chap as well. We're going to go on there because we're trying to get all those to 80, aren't we? Once we've got all those to 80, we're going to get all those to 80 and try and get him as a really well-rounded driver, basically. So yeah, really good episode. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you've enjoyed this, my friends. Drop a like on the video and get involved in the comments should you wish. Until next time, though, stay safe, stay humble. See you all later.